So why are we talking about P.T. Barnum in a channel about money, mindset, and financial freedom? Because Barnum wasn't just a circus showman. He was a master of human psychology. He understood attention before social media existed. He understood business before entrepreneurship was even a common word. And more importantly, he understood money, how to make it, how to manage it, and how to multiply it. Barnum lived in the 1800s. Yet the wisdom he left behind in his book, The Art of Money Getting, is still as relevant today as it was then. In fact, you could argue it's even more relevant. Because in today's world of distraction, information overload, and endless opportunities, the ability to ground yourself in timeless principles is what separates those who stay stuck from those who break free. So today, let's explore Barnum's advice. And as we do, I want you to see how his principles don't just apply to business. They apply to cultivating a mindset that attracts wealth, financial freedom, and a life you actually want to live. Let's dive in. Barnum's first principle is about finding your true vocation, what we might call today your zone of genius. He believed that trying to chase money in something you hate is a recipe for failure. Because no matter how much you push, if you don't love it, you won't last. Think of Charles Darwin. Early in life, he was expected to study medicine. He failed at it miserably. But when he followed his passion for natural science, he not only found joy but left behind one of the greatest contributions in history. The lesson here is simple. Money follows energy. If you align your work with something that lights you up, you create staying power. And staying power creates wealth. Barnum also taught the importance of location. Where you plant yourself matters. Your environment shapes your opportunities. Consider Ben Silbermann, the founder of Pinterest. Growing up in Iowa, his ideas had little exposure. But when he moved to California, suddenly he was surrounded by the right networks, investors, and collaborators. Location unlocked the path forward. So ask yourself, are you in the right environment to succeed? Or are you trying to grow in soil that's too shallow for your potential? Barnum was also adamant about avoiding debt, and this is crucial for anyone seeking financial freedom. He called debt a weight that drags you down and steals your independence. We can see this lesson in the life of Walt Disney. Before the magic of Disney became reality, he went bankrupt in his early ventures because of crushing debt. It nearly destroyed his dreams before they had a chance to live. Debt isn't just numbers, it's identity shaping. When you live under constant debt, you unconsciously see yourself as someone struggling to survive. Escaping debt isn't just financial, it's psychological freedom. Barnum also spoke about perseverance, about the power of persistence when everything goes wrong. Benjamin Franklin, for example, lost his first job as a printer's apprentice, but he didn't stop. He kept learning, kept moving, and eventually owned his own successful printing house. This is a principle that has never expired. In entrepreneurship, perseverance is the bridge between failure and success. Most people quit at the first wall. Winners climb over it. Now let's talk about effort. Barnum believed in putting forth maximum exertion. Success, he said, belongs to those who throw themselves completely into their work. Derek Sivers, founder of CD Baby, once said ideas are worth nothing without execution. Barnum would have agreed completely. The people who rise aren't the ones with the best ideas. They're the ones who act on them relentlessly. Another principle Barnum stressed was personal exertion. He knew that the willingness to serve others and provide real value would never go unrewarded. Colonel Sanders is a perfect modern example. Long before KFC became global, Sanders was running a small petrol station. He served travelers, gave them meals, and built a reputation for service. That spirit laid the foundation for one of the most successful franchises in the world. Barnum also insisted on using the best tools, and today, that principle translates into surrounding yourself with the best people. Eric Schmidt, former CEO of Google, once said the best way to scale success is to hire smarter people than yourself. Barnum knew that the quality of your tools, or your team, sets the limits of your growth. He also emphasized knowing the value of your business and practicing integrity. Look at Sam Walton, the founder of Walmart. Early in his life, Walton took small jobs where he learned money management and discipline. Those lessons in integrity became the foundation of the largest retailer in the world. Learning a useful trade was another timeless principle. Barnum believed that no matter what, having a skill that provides value makes you resilient. Henry Ford's apprenticeship in mechanics gave him the foundation to revolutionize the automotive industry. Barnum also warned against scattering your focus. Warren Buffett says the same thing today. Focus on your top priorities and let the rest go. Success is built by narrowing your energy, not diluting it. Barnum valued systems and structure. Ray Kroc, who built McDonald's into a giant, was obsessed with systems. Every burger, every fry, every process was standardized. Systems scale success. Without them, even the most brilliant idea collapses. Staying informed was another key Barnum principle. He knew ignorance was costly. Elon Musk embodies this today. His lifelong reading habit didn't just make him smarter. It equipped him to tackle industries most people wouldn't even dare to touch. Barnum also advised avoiding risky ventures outside your expertise. Felix Dennis, a billionaire publisher, echoed this warning when he said the fastest way to lose money is to invest in things you don't understand. Cash flow, Barnum said, is oxygen. Theo Paphitis, a British entrepreneur, agrees. Cash flow is survival. You don't run out of ideas, you run out of cash. Barnum also knew the power of marketing. He was the original master of attention. He knew that if nobody knows about you, it doesn't matter how good you are. Arnold Schwarzenegger used the same principle when he marketed himself relentlessly, not just as a bodybuilder, but as an actor, and later as a leader. Marketing is leverage. Politeness and generosity were principles Barnum lived by. Being polite, he believed, built loyalty. Being charitable, he believed, built legacy. Richard Branson, for example, has lived this truth through Virgin Unite, showing that business can make money and make impact at the same time. And finally, Barnum always circled back to integrity. He knew that shortcuts, dishonesty, and deception might win in the short term, but they destroy you in the long term. Peter Drucker called this the mirror test. If you can't look in the mirror and respect the person staring back, no amount of money is worth it. So what do we learn from Barnum? That success isn't about luck or genius. It's about principles. It's about aligning your identity with habits that compound into wealth. And most importantly, it's about playing the long game with integrity. While Barnum lived in the 1800s, if he were alive today, his advice would sound like this. Find your passion. Avoid debt. Focus relentlessly. Market yourself boldly. Serve people well. Guard your integrity. Because those who do are the ones who rise. Well, if you made it this far into the video, I appreciate you doing so. And remember this, principles never expire. What Barnum taught over a century ago still guides us today. Wealth and freedom are built on timeless habits, not quick fixes. The sooner you anchor your life in these principles, the sooner financial freedom stops being a distant idea and starts becoming your lived reality. If you found value here, I ask you to do 3 things. Subscribe so you never miss the next timeless lesson that can shift your mindset and your money. Like this video so more people can discover these principles and apply them in their own lives. And in the comments, share which Barnum principle you're choosing to focus on. Whether it's avoiding debt, persevering through challenges, or boldly marketing yourself. Claim it now and put it into words. This is your space to learn, to grow, and to step into financial freedom. Until next time, live by principle, and let those principles lead you to prosperity.